Facebook jail, I should say. Looks like Facebook is online. We're good with that. All right, guys. Let's get a... You push that USB up for me, would you? And give me a network call. Hello, Dr. John. Can you hear me? John, I'm running some tests in here. The network is tuned in on their end. You won't be able to hear them. But if you would do me a favor, testing 1, 2, that's exactly it. Guys, if you could tell me if you hear the sound on this graphic, please, yes or no. Okay, excellent. So you guys were getting sound on that. That's awesome. Craig Webb, how you doing? Devin, Rick, Vicky, Patrick Thomas, Dr. John in the house. Rick Huggins, my boy. Master Texan, love that. John, you said a little low on the volume. That might be on your end because it was coming. Brian Dew was telling me it was coming across loud and clear. The network had it loud and clear. That's a great thing. Devin, you could hear it good. Annette Jacobs, good. Steven, good. Mike Kerber, oh yeah. Brian, great head. Isn't that a badass? That's a Stetson right there, yeah. Gotta love that. Okay. So we're out of Facebook jail, all right? That's a good thing. And I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I did not bother, nor did any of the marketing people that work with the social media that will be in the future, the Mobius marketing group or anything. I didn't bother anybody with an appeal to Facebook. It's not worth it. But I have an idea why we were tossed in, and that was due to a comment that was made back about a week ago. It was rude. It should have never been made, and it was completely out of whack and completely out of line. And it was not in line with anything that we stand for at Armed American Radio ever. And while it was moderated and pulled off, I'm guessing it wasn't pulled off in time as fast as there, because their AI gets all over it, okay? It's that simple. We can't beat their AI. But it was a commentary. It was commentary calling for stuff that we don't adhere to here, ever. We never have, we never will, ever. And I have an idea that that's where it came from, but nonetheless. John, a little bit lower than normal. Let's see if we can't push that up a little bit. I don't believe I can. That is maxed, John. If I max it out any there, I'm going to blow it away. It's possible. Let's check something here real quick. You know what? Let's check something here, guys. You know, that's why we want to do this in advance. Let's go. Because we were using different microphones when we were down at... Had a great time down at Immokalee, by the way. It's possible, guys, that I can bring the volume up a little bit. I don't want to blow the network out. If I do that, then it's too hot at the radio station, so we're going to try not to do that, okay? We have a lot to talk about today, by the way. Sale M Media Group. Glad you like it, brother, Joe. Eugene Rossi, how you doing, man? All right, Errol, appreciate that. Love that. Thank you for the commentary. Robin, it seems like it's been a month of Sundays, huh? You know, let me tell you what we were doing. if you were listening to the show, I apologize for not being able to bring you some video. We could have, but it was an outdoor deal, and I'm glad we didn't because there was a lot happening. There was a lot of military flyovers, a lot of Hueys going on. It was pretty badass. It was a tremendous amount of fun, but nonetheless, it just wasn't conducive to what we normally do out of the studio. It just wouldn't have worked. It would have been a mess, and there was just too much going on in between. We were not live while we were out there. We were live to tape. While it would have been fun to watch, cameras would have been on all day, and you never know what's going to happen at a live event like that, so it was best we didn't even bother trying. And Dave Workman is going to be here with me today. Craig's loud on your end. Good deal. Vicky sounds good there. Jesse Hedrick, first time live. Welcome, Jesse. Appreciate it. Wait till you get to the show. You'll dig it. Dave Workman's going to be joining me at 4 o'clock. We're just doing some sound checks since we've been out of the studio for a while. I want to make sure that everything is in complete, total working order for you today. So I ran into some really good people that I normally would have run into at SHOT Show. And in the middle of nowhere, you should have seen this place. You know where Immokalee, Florida is? In the middle of nowhere. 50 minutes to an hour east of Naples in the middle of the Everglades, about 24 miles from the Broward County line, which is pretty much dead center of the state in the middle of nowhere. And the place still drew a couple thousand people with only 83 days to put it on after the NSSF had notified the industry that there would be no SHOT Show. So it was a remarkable event. The guys did great. Here's what I will tell you. X Insurance and Armed American Radio are going to be doing two, like Chuck Woolery used to say, who, by the way, is coming back on the show with Mark Young in just a little bit. Not today, but soon. We're working on a date that works for him. But we're going to be doing 2 of these events annually, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast, outdoor events. So if you guys have ever been to any of the convention center expos, forget that. That's a joke. That's chump change. You walk around a convention center. That's not what we're talking. We're talking about going outside, being able to shoot what's available to you, full auto, semi-auto, everything that you see is going to be on the range. 2-gun matches, we're going crazy. 3-gun matches, we're not out there. We're a couple 2-gun matches. So you're going to be able to experience this stuff. We're going to be doing the outside events twice a year. We're working on that now. This was a test down in Immokalee. Got some great stuff coming up for you in the next 12 months. I promise you. Going to be some pretty badass stuff. Yeah, yo, Chris Ferguson, out of Facebook, false books. Yeah. I found out earlier today that we were out today. I hadn't really spent much time, wasn't wasting my time on it. All right. Guys, we're going to cut out and do some studio work on the other end. Everything is looking good there. It's looking like everybody's volume is loud and clear. John says a little low on the volume. John, you want to check it on your end. But I will make a couple mic changes here just to make sure, because we're back on the studio mic and not some of the mics that we were using. Well, we were on the same studio mic, but the setup was different. So we'll make some changes on this end. Dave Workman will be here in just a little bit. Exactly 1 hour from right now. So make sure to like and share the post. We are back on Facebook, and I'll see you on the radio with Dave Workman in exactly 59 minutes now. See you on the radio, guys. Jesse in the ATL. We're coming to you from the Atlanta area. And Dr. John, generally speaking, it's usually the user. And remember, it's coming over the internet, so it could be the system that you're using. But we're going to make a check for you here, I promise. That's why we're doing this. Brian, that's generally an internet gig, but we'll have everything working for you. I can see it. So we'll make sure we got the camera set properly. And all the studio lighting working just fine for you, so there's no reflections. What you're seeing is a reflection, so we'll make sure that's taken care of. All right, guys, looks like we're ready to rock and roll. Network is showing me that everything is good on their end. So see you in just about an hour, a little bit less than an hour with Dave Workman. Take it easy. See you on the radio. Thanks for jumping on the test. I appreciate your assistance.